Hello. Today I am going to be talking about the elections in India and the UK that happened this year and April and May. Let's get started. Hello. Today I'm going to be um I am a global nationalist. I support nationalism in my country, India, and in all countries around the globe. Today I'm going to be conducting election analysis. The elections I will talk about today are the local elections in the United Kingdom and the state elections in India that happened in April and May this year. I want to talk about how I believe nationalism influenced both these elections and how the results came out of these elections. I want to state that I am not a member of any political party in India or in the United Kingdom. I have not received any money or given any money to any political party or politician. And however, within India, I support the BJP, and globally, I am a nationalist, so I support nationalist political parties, including in the United Kingdom. So I have a bias, but I will try to be honest and accurate in my discussion today. Without further ado, let's get started. I want to talk about the Indian elections. One election was for the Assam Legislative Assembly election. The tenure of the Assam Legislative Assembly ended on 20th May 2026. The previous assembly elections were held in March-April 2021. The incumbent National Democratic Alliance formed the state government again after winning 75 out of 126 seats in the assembly, with Himanta Biswa Sarma becoming chief minister. And in this election, these were the results. The BJP got 82 seats, and others got in their alliance got 10, and so the NDA got 102 out of 126 seats. This is a victory, in my opinion, for nationalism because in Assam, the BJP is a party that supports removing illegal immigrants from Bangladesh, where the chief minister discusses the differences in culture between Bangladeshi Muslims and Assamese Hindus. And he has also supported protecting Assam Muslims. And so I think he is a nationalist. And so this shows that nationalism is working in Assam and is becoming popular. Meanwhile, the Indian National Congress, which is a more of a not a nationalist party, but a kind of a globalist party, not very culturally rooted in India, and is not as anti-immigrant, anti-illegal immigrant as the BJP. They lost and only got 19 seats, so which is a loss of 10 seats, and their alliance only got 21 seats, so it shows that their politics is less popular in Assam. In Kerala, the tenure of Kerala Legislative Assembly is scheduled to end on 23rd May 2026. The previous assembly elections, April 2021, that time the incumbent Communist Party of India Marxist-led Left Democratic Front uh, came back to power, winning 99 out of 140 seats in the assembly. The results this time were 102 seats for the UDF, 36 for the LDF, and 3 for the NDA. In Kerala, the Congress got 63 seats, and the Indian Union Muslim League got 22 seats, and totally the UDF got 102. The LDF, CPIM got 26, and CPI got 8, and RJD got 1, so it was a very low number of seats for them. And this, like I said before, the Indian National Congress is not a nationalist party, so it does not win for nationalist politics. but it is a win for a national political party. So you can say that it is supportive of this result supports nationalization, national unity. Though I'm not against regional parties. I believe that if they become too powerful, then they can start become separating the state from the union government and causing governance problems, and which is not good for the nation. BJ and the NDA, the BJP got 3 seats, which is an increase from three, and an 11.42% vote share. Barely any change in their votes. And a good thing is that their other parties also had an increase in their votes, however small it was. And so this shows that some people, a small minority, support BJP's nationalist ideology in Kerala. The Puducherry Legislative Assembly election, the elections were held on 9th April. The votes were counted on 4th May. The election recorded a voter turnout of 89.87%, the highest ever for an assembly election in the Union Territory. The National Democratic Alliance won a simple majority in the elections, and N. Rangaswamy of the All India National NR Congress was sworn in as Chief Minister for the fifth time. Results: the NDA got 18 seats, and the opposition, the Secular Party Progressive Alliance, got 6 seats. So this is a clear win. And as for the BJP, they got 4 seats. They won 4 seats, which is good. But they lost 2 seats from the last election, which is something they need to work on. And the Congress only got 1 seat. So yeah, they are dragging down the DMK, the SPA alliance. And TVK got 2 seats, which shows that people in Pondicherry are willing to try someone new, but they don't want to give them power yet. And that person is Vijay. In the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly election, the elections were held on the 23rd of April. It had the highest voter turnout of 85.1% in the state's history. The new party Tamilnaga Vetri Karagam, founded by Tamil actor C. Joseph Vijay, won its first ever election and major victory for them. And don't I want to give a short nationalist analysis for this, that the TVK is a party that supports Dravidian ideologies, but they are less extreme than the DMK, and they Vijay does not speak against Hinduism, unlike Udayandi Stalin, who said that Sanatana Dharma must be abolished, which he was referring claims to be referring to as casteism, but some people believe it is he means Hinduism. I will personally think that it is better for him to just said casteism, because Sanatana Dharma is, as for what I know, used as one of the names for the religion that Hindus follow. It is mentioned in some sacred texts, so he should not have said that, even if his intentions were innocent. As and I think TVK not publicly, officially supporting such comments shows that it does not want to be anti-Hindu, which is good for the nation and can make Tamilians more receptive to BJP's political ideology of Hindu nationalism. But even as so, I'm still okay with TVK winning. And we can also see that the BJP uh, still won 1 seat, even though they lost three from before, and their vote share increased. However little, it increased, which is good for them. Legislative Assembly elections were held in West Bengal to elect all 294 members of the West Bengal Legislative Assembly in two phases on 23rd and 29th April 2026. Uh, Over 9 million voters were moved through the special intensive revision prior to the elections. There was a historic voter turnout of 93%. The election saw a historic defeat for an incumbent Mamata Banerjee-led Trinamool Congress's 15-year of rule, which in the state since 2011, the Bharatiya Janata Party became the first right-wing party to be elected in the state. The BJP got 207, the AITC got 80, and others got INC got 2, CPIM 1, 1, 2, 1. So it was a clear victory for BJP and the Hindutva alliance. In 2026 also, now I want to talk about the United Kingdom local elections. Local elections in the United Kingdom were held on 7th May 2026 for 5,066 English councillors for 136 English local authorities. All 32 London Borough Councils, 32 metropolitan boroughs, 18 union authorities, 6 county councils, 48 district councils, and 6 directly elected mayors in England. Most of these seats in England were up for election in 2022. Elections were postponed from 2025. Um, the results were a success for both Reform UK and the Green Party, which had the largest increase in vote share. Although Reform's vote share dropped since the previous election, and the Greens underperformed opinion polls. They show a slight recovery for the Conservative Party, while the Labour Party continued their collapse in vote share, with little change to the Liberal Democrats. That Reform UK got 1,452 councillors and no 1,454 councillors and 14 councils. Labour got 1,068 councillors and 28 councils. The Liberal Democrats got 844 councillors, 15 councils, and the Conservative Party got 801 councillors and 9 councils, with the Green Party getting 587 councillors and 5 councils. And this shows a clear victory for reform, but also shows that the Conservative Party is still getting votes despite getting totally defeated in the previous general election. There's, in fact, their vote share increased, and I think that because the Reform is a nationalist party, which is anti-immigrant, anti-illegal immigration, anti-mass legal immigration, and they want to protect the demographics of the country, but they're not racist. They don't want a pure white Britain. They're not that extreme. And conservatives, meanwhile, are mainly economically conservative. They're not nationalistic. They're not concerned about demographics. So I think that this is good for nationalism, that the more nationalist party won. But I hope that they can also align and ally with the Conservative Party so that they can compete against the other three left-wing parties, which are not aligned, but still might become aligned in the future. This could be a threat to nationalism in the UK. This is a further analysis. 2026 is the worst local election result for Labour on record, where they got less than 20% of the vote for the first time since before 1986. Labour has collapsed in councils across England. This election, voters voted for parties that were not the mainstream Labour and Conservative parties. Voters came to believe that the political mavericks, the outsiders, would say what they mean, and this means they have often actually been, and Labour and Conservative candidates have continued to campaign in the way for they have been for decades. This means they've actually been talking about local policies relating to refuse collection, libraries, and care services. However, Reform UK has said that it planned to open migrant detention centres in areas where the vote for the Green Party is high, while Green candidates said they would uphold the inalienable rights of Palestinian people. So it shows that um, both parties are talking about things beyond just local issues in their council of districts, but national issues too, or rather larger issues. The Green Party, for some reason, is talking about Palestine, which is not necessary for a UK election. And Reform UK is right to make migrant detention centers. I think that's a good policy. It'll help them quickly deport people. Though I think, but the fact is that elected local councillors lack any power to place detention centers in other areas. So this is not a promise I think that can happen. Maybe they can, but as far as I know, they can't. For many voters, these local elections present a chance to gamble on the promise of the untried. These elections are show the divisions between leavers and remainers of people who voted for Brexit, either to leave the UK or remain in the EU or remain in the EU. These divisions have not faded into distance, they have hardened over the last decade. 50% of those who voted Leave in 2016 intended to back reform this year. The largest among Remainers, the largest number, 28%, said they will vote Labour, but both the Greens and Liberal Democrats each have around a fifth of Remainer vote. I think that ultimately this is a good result for both countries. It'll help restore their national borders, make people want to defend their country's people and uh, interests, and can create governments that are going to protect the national identity and culture of the people within it. And that's all I wanted to say.